how much does the Lord want us to know Him? And even in the Old Testament, it was very obvious that it was His deep desire. So Isaiah 43:10 says, "You are my witnesses, says the Lord, and my servant whom I have chosen, that you may know and believe me and understand that I am He. Before me there was no God formed, neither shall there be after me." Sorry. So God has sent His Son so that we may know Him, and invited us into this fellowship, and we were born again, and so we may know Him. It's His deep desire that His people would know His true reality. But will we? The decision is still ours. Even as believers, we can choose not to get to know Him. And the way we choose that is by either appreciating what He shows us, what He gives us, what He does with us, or not caring about it, and not getting involved with what He says, what He does for us. Do you take hold of the precious things of God in your life by appreciating them? One sister said about this topic recently that we need to learn to discipline our minds and hearts, to place the things that God gives us into like a focal point of our hearts, in an active place, instead of just shoving it in a corner in our hearts and in our lives. And this is truly so important. Will I make it a focal point of my life? Will I put it in an active place? God shows me something in His Word. Will I then appreciate it enough to put it in a place where my heart is active, where my heart is looking, where my mind is thinking, considering? Or will I just sort of shove it to the side and say, okay, what business must I do today? What bills must I pay today? Where do I have to go today? And just leave it out of the picture. God has given us a new heart when we became believers. In Jeremiah 24:7, "I will give them a heart to know me, that I am the Lord, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God, for they shall return unto me with their whole heart." So God has given us a new heart so that we may know Him, and that we may turn to Him with our whole heart. And I just want to say, like very simple, practical things. Think of believers around you, brothers and sisters. Do you pray for them daily? Or at least, okay, let's just say, do you pray for them at least once a week? Okay, do you appreciate them? Or is it just like nice feelings when you come together, warm, fuzzy, and nice, but there's no appreciation? Like this message, these thoughts over the last few days, will you keep them in your heart, make it part of your life and thinking? Will you turn it into exercise and say, okay, what God has given me, I will take hold of it. I will not let it easily go. Like the enemy has to force it out of my heart and mind and hand and focus for me to lose it. I will not easily lose it. You read a Bible verse today, let's say, what do you do with it? And my advice is appreciate it. That means take it with you in the day. What does this verse tell me as I travel? How does it lead me in my relationships? Perhaps I can share that verse with someone. Maybe God meant it as a blessing for someone else in my life. Maybe I can share it with someone. If you just let it go through you, it will be no more than a momentary experience again. And so many things that God does in our lives, just momentary experiences, and it will fade quickly from your life and heart. Take hold of what God has for you. Don't let it easily go. God bless your day.